Sometimes this roof up over my head starts getting me down, crowding me out. You know what I'm talking about. I need to clear my head and head for the countryside. Take a little walk, maybe take a little ride. Bullfrogs croaking, smallmouth jumping, wind blowing through the trees. So let's throw a cooler in the truck. I know where I wanna be, outdoors with Joey Mines, in a deer stand back in the woods, or kicking back, wetting the line. Rain pours, sun shines, but it's all good, 'cause I'm doing what I love with who I like. I can find that peace of mind I'm looking for outdoors.
Outdoors with Joey Mines is brought to you in part by Wendy's. Direct Auto Insurance. Call, click, or come by to see how much you can save. Midstate RV Center. Angler Quest Pontoon Boats. Raging Rhino Lures. crvillas.com. B&M Poles. Highland Marina Resort. Bad Boy Buggies and Southern Cart Services. For the next half hour, join us.
But it's all good, 'cause we're doing what we love with who we like. We can find that peace of mind we're looking
What happened,
for.
boy?
Outdoors.
Where'd it go?
I do want y'all to see how big he is. I'm trying to get him to. Woo! Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get him in the net now. That's good, get the net. We got all kind of things going on. Woo! Woo! Come on, don't get off yet. Not yet. A little more. Give me a, come on. Come on up. Golly Moses, he's so big. There he is. Oh my gosh. Is that one big enough? Oh, look. The hook is in his tail. Good gosh. It's a 10-pound fish. That's a 10-pounder. Look at this. Look at there. My hand disappears in his mouth by far. Look at that. Wow. Hi folks, welcome to this week's show. We've got a new member of our family. This is little Katie. Katie's 3 months old. She's a Boykins Spaniel from Creek Kennels in Leesville, South Carolina. We're going to be taking Katie on some outstanding hunts this fall. She's going to be my new little hunting buddy. Katie, you ready to do that, girl? Okay. First part of today's show, we're going to visit with Pat Watts up in Leesville, South Carolina. Pat is with Creek Kennels. This is where I've gotten my Boykins Spaniels over the past 12 years. We're going to learn a little bit about what makes these dogs so special. Second part of the show, got Doctor Durham. It's time for Katie's 3-month checkup. Very important to keep your dog healthy. Last part of the show, well, it's bass fishing time. If you want to see a big bass caught, maybe not the way you're thinking, well, that's on today's show. Outstanding Boykins as well as fishing. Let's learn a little bit about the Boykins with Pat Watts.
The following segment is brought to you by Creek Kennels in Leesville, South Carolina, and Outdoors with Joey Mines.
Well, folks, one of my dear friends, Pat Watts. We're in Leesville, South Carolina, Creek Kennels. Pat, you've got a very special little girl right here. Let's talk about that.
This is Emma, and I call her Emma Lou when she's done anything bad. But she's
understand.
Emma, and she's one of my sweet little girls. She's only about 27 pounds.
Okay.
And you met her earlier on one of our first shows, 3.5 years ago. Not first shows, but 3.5 years ago, she was on your show.
You know, she was actually at our house, and you brought some puppies there, and we kept one of the puppies, and I'll be honest with you, her little name's Cricket, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have seen little Cricket on the show. She is precious. So we thank you for little Cricket. This is her sister, and she's got something in the house right now. Let's talk about that.
Yes, on Valentine's Day, Emma had 10 puppies.
Wow.
Didn't you, Emma? She had no trouble whelping. She's just a really good mother, and she had 6 girls and 4 boys, and they're just doing real well. Today their eyes opened.
Well,
they're 2 weeks old.
They're 2 weeks old. We just visited with them. In another 6 weeks or 5 weeks, we will be taking one of those puppies back to LaGrange, Georgia, and you're going to be seeing little Katydid. How about that for a name? We've got a Cricket, we've got a Bug, and now we've got a Katydid, and we'll name her Katie. She'll be a very special part of our lives. Now, Pat, as far as hunting dogs, these little dogs are bred to hunt.
I have a hunting line. I do field breeding only. If they can't hunt, they don't get bred around here. And everything is centered around hunting because that's what they were bred to do.
Okay. Well, one thing for sure, you have seen little Ladybug hunting all the time with me. She's my pheasant dog, doves, ducks, quail. She has been a big part of the show for now. She's 11 years old, and Bug's moving a little slow, but she's still very precious in our lives. I'm concerned that Pat doesn't have enough dogs. How many have we got now, Pat?
We have right now 14. Now, half of those are retired.
Okay.
They're like me. They're getting a little older.
Okay.
So they're retired, but they all still have work to do around here. So they have the perfect place to live.
Oh, absolutely. You've got Lake Murray is about 50 feet behind us, and the dogs, when you let them out, they go swimming every day, they run. They've got a pretty good life here at Hollow Creek Kennels.
Yeah, it's tough, I'm telling you.
Folks, one thing about Pat's dogs, it's called a waiting list, and I can honestly say I understand why. And there are a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of you out there that call me and talk to me about Boykin Spaniels, and yes, I'm a Boykin Spaniel lover for sure. What's involved in getting one of your puppies?
Well, usually people will find me on the internet or through a reference or sort, because I don't advertise. I don't need to, and I don't do it. But they'll call me and want to talk about Boykins.
Okay.
And on my website, it clearly states how you get a puppy. You know, you first have to read my qualifications.
Sure.
And then you have to call me, and we talk for a long time. We interview each other.
I understand.
And to get on the list, you have to pay a reservation fee, and it's non-refundable because I don't want you getting on several lists and then when the first puppy that comes along, because I breed to the list.
Okay.
So I don't breed anything speculative. Everything that's born here has a home to go to, you know, on day 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks. I send them out at 8 weeks, so I'm not like other breeders. I do keep them to 8 weeks because I train them a lot here before they ever go home. But getting on my list it's a pretty selective list, but that's because that's what I want to do. I want to breed an excellent field dog that can still do anything you want it to do.
Well, this will be our 4th little dog, little Katydid, and I can honestly say I can't wait to teach her how to hunt. Little Cricket, let me back up a little bit about my sweet little Cricket. My wife took little Cricket and spoiled her. And I think it's my wife's dog now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like to hunt like Bug and little Dixie. So this new little Katydid, I'm going to teach her how to hunt, and we're going to actually show you watching her grow up. I'm going to have Doctor Durham with the LaGrange Veterinary Hospital. We will be visiting him on the checkups, and we're going to talk about how to keep that little Boykin Spaniel and your dog at home healthy. Folks, what a wonderful breed. We're excited to be back at Hollow Creek Kennels. We've got quite a friendship with dogs.
Yes, we do. We got a love of it, a passion for it is what I like to call it. Yeah.
Folks, y'all stay with us. We'll be right back.
The following segment is brought to you by LaGrange Veterinary Hospital, located in LaGrange, Georgia. and Outdoors with Joey Mines.
Hello, I'm Dr. Durham at LaGrange Veterinary Hospital. We're back with Miss Katie for her second puppy visit, her second set of shots. My assistant is Miss Tina Drews, and Miss Katie's here today. Today we're going to give a booster set of distemper, parvo, hepatitis, and parainfluenza. It's those shots we talked about that are so important to puppies. Today we'll also give her a general dewormer. We'll give her an examination, and then we're going to talk about heartworm prevention and flea and tick prevention. We live in the South. Heartworms are very common. They're transmitted by mosquitoes. They live in the heart and in the pulmonary artery and in the lungs, and they can kill your puppy. And so it's very important that you keep your dog on heartworm prevention. There's several available. There's monthly. There's also a 6-month injection that you can use. So it's very important that we start this little puppy on heartworm prevention and also flea and tick prevention. Fleas can carry some diseases. They make a dog miserable. Ticks can definitely carry tick-borne diseases like ehrlichiosis, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and Lyme disease. So it's important to keep your pet on a tick prevention program to kill the ticks that they're most assuredly are going to pick up while they're living in the South. We're checking her teeth, all her puppy teeth. She's teething now. They're looking real good. Her color looks real good. Her eyes are still very clear. We're going to look at her ears. Let's see, Miss Katie. That's a sweetie. Yeah, you want to see what I'm doing, don't you? Huh? Yeah. Looking good. Okay. We're going to palpate you for any masses or scabs or anything. Look at your rear end back here. Feel your knees and your hips. Palpate your abdomen. You're doing good. All right, let's turn her over and look at her abdomen. And we're looking for any kind of bite marks, any fleas, any ticks. She's clean as a whistle. She looks good. Okay, so she's ready to go. So discuss with your veterinarian heartworm prevention and different flea and tick prevention. We're going to talk with Katie's owner about which ones we're going to choose for her, and then we're going to start her on those today. All these things go into helping her live a long, healthy life.
There's one. There's one. Gotta catch up. That's a nice one. That's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, man, yeah. What a pretty one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Golly. What a nice fish. Woo! Look at that rod go. Oh, yeah, what a pretty one. He's up here under the front of the boat. Man, he knocked a fire out of it, too. Woo! Wow. Nice, nice, healthy. I'm gonna have to put the net on him. He's a little too big just to pick up. Show you folks at home what we got. Okay. Oh yeah. Isn't that pretty? Oh yeah. Just barely got it. I can get the pliers and pull it out. Oh yeah. Nice, nice chunk. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at there. How about that little deal? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bass. Wow. Wow. See you, buddy. Wow, this pattern. We've got a little bit of cloud covers come in. It's going to be cloudy a little bit today, and then the sun's going to come out. We actually had a little drizzling rain about 10 minutes ago, so a little bit of everything. But one thing for sure, we're catching some quality fish.
Quest Pontoon Boats features a unique lightweight design for the maximum boating experience. From our paddle boats, to the Luxury Series, to the Angler Quest, made for the serious fisherman. Quest Pontoon Boats meets the needs and budgets for every boating experience. We have the boat you've been looking for and invite you to experience Quest. Check us out at questpontoons.com.
There's one. That fish was right under the boat. I mean, right under the boat. All right, man, what another chunk. Look at that. Look at you folks. Look at that pretty fish. Woo-wee. Quality management. Okay, see you, buddy.
The following segment is brought to you by Raging Rhino Lures, Angler Quest Pontoon Boats, and Outdoors with Joey Mines.
Oh boy, that's a big boy. I mean, that's a really big one. Golly, I mean, that's a really big one. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is I'm gonna have to get him all the way to the front of the boat. I think I've got him hooked in the tail. Wow, I got my net's in the front, the fish is in the back. All right, let's see if I can figure this out, folks. Hang on. The fish is in the front. Golly, I mean, this is a nice one too. Golly, I gotta get the net. But maybe I'll let him run a little more. Is there anybody out there that can get my net? That fish is all the way under the boat. I gotta get him. Oh my gosh. He's way over here now. Now he knows he's really hooked. Golly Moses. All right. I mean, this is a big fish. I mean, a really big one. Golly Moses. I promise you, I got him hooked in the tail. I got him hooked in the tail. All right, let's get him up here. I got him hooked in the tail. Never done this before. I gotta come to him. I've gotta come to him. Man. I mean, this is a really big fish, folks. I mean, he's a grown one. Anybody can hook him in the mouth. How hard can that be? Golly Moses. I do want y'all to see how big he is. I'm trying to get him to you. Woo! Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get him in the net now. That's good, get the net. We got all kind of things going on. Woo! Woo! Come on, don't get off yet. Not yet. A little more. Give me a, come on. Come on up. Golly Moses, he's so big. There he is. Oh my gosh. Is that one big enough? Oh, look. The hook is in his tail. Good gosh. It's a 10-pound fish. That's a 10-pounder. Look at this. Look at there. My hand disappears in his mouth by far. Look at that. Wow. Woo, baby. That is what a big one looks like. Golly Moses. That's as big a bass as I've caught in I don't know how long. It's been years and years and years. Look at this. Look at my hand. Look at that. Folks, I'm gonna let him swim. Let's let him get in the water. See you, buddy. There he is right there. Let's see if I gotta kick him to get him started. Get him oriented. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Woo! Wow. Wow. Boy, I made that look easy, didn't I? You know, I've done this for 32 years. I've never caught a fish that big in the tail for sure. I was in the boat by myself, which you were able to see that as well. Net's on one end, fish on the other. He's on the tail. And when he hit, I saw him. He came up just for a second. How in the world did I hook that fish in the tail, by the way? But either way, it doesn't get any better than that. Raging Rhino lures. You've seen us catch them today. Caught them on some stumps earlier. Came out here to the ledges and Carolina rigged. These lures are outstanding. I strongly recommend you go to their website, give them a call. Quality people. These are friends of mine. These aren't just customers and people that do business with me. These are personal friends that will treat you right and make sure that you get that right lure for the right day. Carolina rigged, water temperature is 80 degrees. That fish was in about 10 foot. Folks, until next time, I'm Joey Mines. Y'all have some good hunting and good fishing. I think I'll quit on that one. I'll see you next week.